Uh-oh. We go. Flatwoods Memorial Cemetery, Waco, Kentucky. Here we go. Waco, Kentucky, Flatwoods Memorial Cemetery. Here's people here. Portwood. Been a while since I've been here. There we go. Now here's a Portwood. Hey there. See the Portwood? There's my dad's grave here. See, there's my dad's. He served in the military for a short period of time. There it is. Dad, how you doing? Good to see you, Dad. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for your service, all of you. Thanks, Dad, for being around. Thank you that I got to know you. And got to see you. Family, some of the other Portwoods are buried here. Walking around Portwood. Portwood's grave site. Thanks, Dad. Thank you. I'll see you upstairs. Hey, Ronnie, how you doing? Good to see you, Ronnie. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so one of my other relatives is down here, and it's my granddad Portwood's brother. Yeah, that's from Portswood. Flatwood Cemetery. With the Old English from Hampshire. Okay, guys. Yeah, Tasha. Yeah, from Hampshire, England, that's for sure, you know. Flatwoods Memorial Cemetery, Waco, Kentucky. Flatwoods Memorial Cemetery, Waco, Kentucky. The people in the small town of Waco. Wacko. Some people said wacko. I'll take a little journey down the roads of Waco. If I can manage this thing and still drive. Someone there. Woman in a Prius. Usually hillbillies don't believe in driving Priuses. Going slow over these speed bumps. Fuck. I'm going to take a trip down to a street called, Old Zealand. Where was Old Zealand, Tasha? Where was that at? There's another vehicle. Waco, Kentucky. Okay. Now. We'll try to go down the road that they live. Flint Road, Waco. Now this is where the Portwoods lived in the 50s and 60s and on back years ago. This is where the Portwoods have always lived, way back through the 50s, 40s, 30s, 20s, way on back. Years ago, way on back. Where they all of Kentucky, if I can remember. I've been down here a couple of times. Okay. Waco Pentecostal Church. That's Waco Pentecostal. I think this is it down here. Fallen Road, Waco, Kentucky. Here we go. Now this down here is the house where my dad grew up at. Okay. Back then they didn't have any indoor outhouse. My father did. They didn't have any electricity either. They had to use my dad electricity growing up. My dad did. So he didn't even have any electricity growing up. My father didn't. Burning stove or coal ways of the hills and stuff, you know. So that's the way it is, you know. Now that's how things are. People that grow up in these areas back in the 50s and stuff, they didn't have any electricity. They didn't have any running water. They lived very primitively, you know. So this is the old country here. Just remembering, you know, how things are. We got to pay homage to our roots, you know. We have to pay homage to our roots and stuff like that sometimes. No matter how poor, how strange they may seem to be, you know. Okay, guys, what did you think of the tour? Now, I lost internet service down there. So, I lost internet service. I didn't have any internet service way back down there. Now we got internet service. Now we got website internet service, man. We get internet service to be able to see what we're doing and why. So I give you a little tour of Waco. Waco is a suburb of Richmond, Kentucky. It actually is a town because it actually has its own post office. So it has its post office. One of the few of these farming communities actually still has a post office, you know. And things like that actually has its own little post office, you know. Now this is, like I said, this is where my dad grew up when he was a kid. His dad grew up here, you know. That's their area, you know, where they grew up. A lot of the Portwoods have moved away, you know, in that area. Downtown Waco. Downtown Waco, Kentucky. There's one of the old buildings there. You can see. Now, here we go. Here's some junk here for you to see. I just don't like to go through everything like this is private property, you know? Yeah. Screenshot Jody Savinji. Just getting a little bit of a view. So, stuff like that. Wait till this guy here comes through. I guess I'm along the same lines as Roger Brown, or here we go, Downtown Portrait, Waco, Kentucky. Here we go. Downtown Portrait, Waco, land of the Cardinals. There's a big place. Some people call it a monstrosity. Constantly building onto it. Oh yeah. Yeah, here we go. I just thought I'd show the place where my dad grew up, simply because it's Memorial Day and we want to remember our families, people who died and those who fought in wars and those who have been able to, those who have been in the military. So honor our military family members that are military gravestones and stuff like that. Yeah, Rip David Koresh. New house going up. Oh, there's a Honda. It's kind of hard to drive a manual shift car with a hand on a camera. Ooh, it's hard to do. Alright guys, now something else to show you. I got rid of my other bicycle. So. Street Survival. Daddy Snails, good to see you. No, we're home now. I'm a curious snake. Snake life. Yes, Street Survival. Check engine light on, yeah. Snake life, yeah. Was your father part of any organizations? Okay, now here's my new generator. Here's my titanium Flux 125 inverter power source. Flux core welder. Now, I've got some body work to do on the pickup truck. And here it is now. Welder. Oh, brand new. It's brand new welder. Oh, yep, I can understand. Here's the thing on there. Here's your controls and everything. You know, it takes 030 and 035 cable. Also got a Chicago Electric welding helmet. Just a cheap $35 welding helmet. Just the basics to do some body work on the pickup truck. I had another bike and I got rid of it. So there it is. So yeah, that's what we've done today. Just trying to get this garage cleaned up so I can work out of it and do some stuff. Good turbo. But anyway, everybody was saying the proper things. I need you to speak to David. Okay, Alex. What me to do something better than Yeah, it is DC, Tasha. It is. Yeah, it is. Best scanner. A scanner. Snake life here. What's an Elm 327? Oh, scanner. Oh, to scanner, Tasha. Yeah, hey, Tasha, Street Life here. Good to see you, Street Survival. Good to see you in here. Good to see everybody. Yeah, a scanner. A scanner, Tasha. I understand now. Yeah. You write that down. Oh, scanner for the codes of the car. Elm 327. Now I understand. It's a scanner. So, like, you can scan the codes for your engine codes. I understand. That's a good thing to do. I need to get one of those. Oh, you the one underneath it. You got the cheaper one? Yeah. Good to see everyone. So I'm glad I got to take you all on a tour. Waco. Oh, the Waco area. Code reader, yeah. Yeah, so I'm glad I got to bring you guys on. Got to buy some things. Now, what's the most you can weld with that welder? I mean, if you had a hole in a truck frame, if you had a hole in a truck frame, you think you could weld a hole in a truck frame with that welder, or what? They have 030 and 035 cable. You can go to the 035 cable instead of the 030, and it says it can weld 3/16 steel. So that's what I think Chevrolet uses on their pickup truck frames. They use 3/16 steel. What do you think about welding truck frames, car frames? If you had a frame that needed welding. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, there's some kind of been looking at the best kind of welding wire. The reason I really needed the welder was the number one thing I needed the welder for was for my truck, the body work and stuff like that. These body panels I put on are just not welded on. I need to take it apart, weld it, and do it myself. Do it right. Yeah, do that. Yeah, I guess they're hard to work on cars today. But anyway, yeah, for sure. You know, cute who where my battery is, huh? What about that? Jennifer? HF has a Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight is a good upgraded ground. I bought it immediately from my welder. Oh, that's what I'll have to do then, an upgraded ground. Upgraded ground. Yeah, I'll do it, Tasha. I'll get an upgraded ground. Yeah, upgraded ground. That's what I'll go ahead and do. I'll get an upgraded one. That'll help, I know. Well, do you have to grind the paint off of the metal when you're doing the ground? Do you have to, how much of the metal? You have to grind the paint off of, I guess, the metal you're working on. I guess you have to grind the paint off of what you're working on so it'll connect electrically. Yeah, I guess you'd have to do that so it would connect electrically. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. So, yeah, I got that helmet. It's the cheapest helmet I could find. There's a Italian made there's an Italian made welding wire. So I'm gonna try that Italian made welding wire. Yeah. No, just a flower. One flower, yeah. Oh, cool. I think it's an auto darkening one. Yeah. It has a couple of switches, a couple of knobs in there to turn. Yeah. It may be manual darkening, Tasha. I don't think it's automatic. It's just the cheapest one they got. It's like $34 and something. But yeah. I knocked my settings to grind on accident. Burn my retinas. That's horrible. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to make sure I don't put it on grind. That's for sure. It's pretty bad. Yeah, I guess it's like yours. It has a grind setting and it has a weld setting. So yeah, that's what that is. Good baby. What is it, Turbo? What is it, Turbo Gene? I weld every day. I gotta watch the auto darkening ones since I weld every day. Still get welder flash. Oh, crazy. Ugh. Oh, probably the same one. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's for sure. It's a pretty good helmet. All you really need. Yeah, thanks, Tasha. That's true for sure. That's all you really need for a welding helmet. I mean, I'm not going to be welding all the time, just when I need to really do something. I'm thinking of making a generator box, a sheet metal steel generator box. If I make a generator box for my truck camper, those are really expensive, those generator boxes are. Maybe make me a cheap bending brake to bend the sheet metal. If I make a bending brake for sheet metal, I can make a generator box and bend the metal and everything and use welds that are called holes. You drill a hole, you fold the metal over, and you connect the metal together, and you have a hole, and you weld through a hole to put two pieces of sheet metal together to make a box or something. What's it like? Plug weld? I think it might be called a plug weld, where you have something piece of metal over another piece of metal, and you drill a hole and you weld in the hole. Yeah, it is. I guess, Tasha, it really helps to get scrap metal. I guess that really helps. If you're working with scrap metal, that's a good thing to do. I mean, there's old air conditioners, Anything made out of metal, it's good to recycle it and reuse it. Anything made out of sheet metal. Got a table of ice and wood, put it between two boards and bend it yourself. That's what I'll do. Okay, yeah, it sounds good. Board, and yeah, that'll be making your own table, your own bend and break. Sounds good. No, that sounds really good. I'll do that. Bend it myself. Yeah, that sheet metal is expensive. I'm gonna try to find a way to cut up old stuff and reuse old stuff to recycle steel. And hey, an old refrigerator is a good thing to use. If you cut up an old refrigerator or something that has a lot of sheet metal on it, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Being able to bend metal and everything. I can make a pretty cool little generator box if I just practice. Make a bumper, big bumper to go on the back of the truck camper, a big bumper to go on the back of the truck camper, and then make a big generator box, metal generator box, and bolt the generator box right on the back of the truck camper, and part of it sitting on the back bumper of the truck camper, and then bolt it onto the back wall of the truck camper, all fixed on there. Have your generator right on your camper. License plates I've seen on a lot of bodywork projects. Huh? Yeah, that's pretty crazy. People reuse old license plates and stuff. License plates, appliances. Yeah. What I'd like to do, I've found for my generator, there is a propane converter. It's a propane converter to convert my generator to run off propane. Now, the propane converter kit, I wouldn't have to always be filling up gasoline for a generator because it would be running right off the propane. Oh, nice. Awesome. I guess Street Life, you still got your motorhome. Good turbo. Get her a smile, Jane. Pretty baby girl. Yeah. So, what's everybody else doing? Tasha, what are you doing? I'm just eager to start welding. It's eager to start. Maybe I won't use the generator much, but my mom and me have been talking, and she really wants me to be out on my own. You know, my mom does. She doesn't want me to live here forever. You know, she really doesn't want me to live here forever. So I'm gonna, I think maybe eventually I'll actually try the van life. I think I'll actually try van life, RV life, but yeah. Well, just thinking the person with an RV that lives in an RV, I really don't want to pay rent, and my mom wants me eventually to get to live by myself because she wants to find a man and get married. My mom wants to find a husband and get married or something. And she talks about wanting to get married and stuff, Mom does. Oh, you think so, Tasha? She's not thinking clearly? But, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I think it's Sunday when I read most of that I showed you. Did you read it?
Now, about what?
That's what we were talking about before you left.
About me moving out?
Yeah, I mean, about you not staying here forever.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
Huh?
or you just kidding?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, it's not just me. It's like, David, you know David Logan?
What?
David said,
What?
he said that if he lived, I mean, I would still love you even if you weren't here. And I worry about you.
Yeah.
But David said that if he was single and lived with Krista, they wouldn't get on years waiting.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and you girls said that too about her and her dog. You know, it's just that I don't have a temper.
Yeah, but I'm thinking if I did live on my own, I really don't want to pay rent. If I could have a cheap place to rent with someone else and just have a room to rent, just in a room to rent in someone's house, then I would live in my camper most of the time.
Word.
I would live in my camper most of the time, but I would have a room to rent in someone's house so that I could have an address and mail.
Yeah.
And if I had to stay in it, I could stay there if I had to, but mostly stay in my camper, living.
Well, I mean, it's nothing we have to worry about right now, is it?
No, I mean, that's why I bought the camper to begin with.
I know, that's a good idea. Well, listen, it's just that sometimes you say things knowing it'll upset me. I mean, it upset me you saying I had no other choice.
Yeah.
I do. Did you read what I said about my choices?
Yeah.
I mean, different people, including Freddie Karma and Steve's dad, have told me that this house would sell for $211,000. I just owe 50, and I could buy a cheaper house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With less land and everything, and and um and almost pay cash for it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not a problem right now. What do you think of the picture?
Nothing.
Uh, What are you gonna eat tonight?
I don't know. Now, what are you gonna eat?
I like to have something.
Well, you can have whatever you want.
Uh,
I said you can have whatever you want to have.
in other words, you want me to make it. Right?
No, I don't care. One way or another.
Well, here's a pizza. But, we've had quite a bit in lately.
Mm-hmm.
This is a frozen pizza.
What's kind of chili? Do you want that vegetable soup? That beef stew?
No. It doesn't look good with me. No offense to Wayne. Oh, now let me see. I'm trying to look at what kind of vegetables I did buy. You know, I thought sure, I'll tell you what is the best thing I have found for breakfast
Mm-hmm.
and for me and the boys or just anything you want to snack.
Mm-hmm.
And can I show you?
Mm-hmm.
These were not expensive. I like to put them in the microwave and put butter on
Huh.
them. I was trying to look and see if we had,
That's pretty cool.
what?
Huh?
Did you take a picture of the cemetery?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to see it one more time. Oh, I think you went down. I had forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you went down there.
Wayne gave me some stuff too. I got peas, corn, beets, new
This
potatoes.
one was off.
What?
Turn that light off.
Stir fry vegetables?
Turn it off.
They're just saving money just in case Mom asks you to leave. That's true.
You're talking to somebody about me?
No, I'm talking on my YouTube channel.
To everybody.
Yeah, whoever's watching.
Well, why would you do that?
I've been running it for a while, ever since I was down in Waco.
I know, but why would you talk about me?
I'm not talking about you, just the truth. I said, these people think I'm going to live with you forever, and I told them that you don't want me living with you forever.
Okay.
I was just telling them the truth.
Okay, I wouldn't talk about you like that.
I'm telling them the truth that you don't want me living here forever. They think that you want me here forever. I told them you want me gone eventually.
Oh, okay. It's a matter of. Well, you not tell people their business.
I'm telling people my business that has to do with me. My mother wants me to move out eventually. I didn't tell them. They don't know your name or nothing.
What?
They don't know your name or anything.
Okay. Are you gonna do this or not?
Huh? Yeah.
Do we have to have the chicken in it or not?
It's not going to be as good without it, but whatever.
Were you set on having this kind of stuff?
I mean, if you don't want it, we don't have to.
Oh, I know I could get some piggies to can you I'd go over there and say it. You know what I would still like to have?
Freddie said hello.
Who?
A street life. Freddie.
Okay, can you turn it off so I can and tell me?
It's off.
Okay. I'd like for homemade mashed potatoes and this.
Okay, if that's what you want.
Well, if it's too much to do mashed potatoes, don't.
I can, but it's not going to be immediately. It's going to be ready. It's going to be at least a half an hour.
I mean, to fix it, I'm not that. I mean,
Yeah, mashed potatoes take a while.
I know that. I said I could wait. I can wait.
Is that what you want?
Yeah. And what meat will we have with them?
It doesn't matter.
What do you have enough for 2 hamburgers?
No, I'd have to thaw it, you know.
Huh?
I'd have to thaw off some.
Oh, okay. Well, what kind of meat could we have with it?
Do you mean thaw out hamburgers or do something else?
And what is? Oh, I still have, like, say, macaroni and potatoes.
Well, if that's what you want to have, that's
We
fine.
got plenty of macaroni. I'll call
You don't
you.
want the stir fry?
Well, I mean, if that's what you said on one, we can add.
But see if Peggy has some rice.
Huh?
See if Peggy has some rice.
You call her and ask her. I'm doing something. And then you run over there. I don't know where I got this from. You call her.
Yay. Hey, cool. Yeah, guess it's about time for me to.
Hey, are you gonna make it there later?
Whenever you want me to.
Okay, I want you to go in the video if you're gonna have that line in you.
Okay. Let me call Peggy and see if she has any. Molly, Jocelyn.
Okay, I do want that line on.
Okay.
And that's what we're gonna-
Yeah. Okay, now, guys. Tasha, yeah, Tasha. Hopefully it won't happen. Who knows? Well, I'll catch you on the flip side, Tasha. Street life. Everyone else will meet you this time. On the flip side. Bye-bye.